directions. I had a sinking feeling that I had ruined whatever chance with them I might have had. I made my way through the athletics hall, checking the classrooms and the equipment closets. I didn't want to feel bad about Dart. If they hadn't locked me out of the AV room, none of this would have happened. But I had a guilty feeling that I needed to fix it anyway. It didn't matter whose fault it was. I was still the one who had let him out. I was poking around in the locker rooms off the side of the gym, searching through empty lockers and trash cans, when there was a howl, and someone leapt out behind me. I whirled around, but it was only Mike, waving a mop and staring at me like I had done something offensive just by being there. I figured now that it was only the two of us, we'd have to talk about the awful way he kept treating me. But he just turned and walked away from me, back out into the gym. I wasn't about to let it drop, though, and I followed him. "Why do you hate me so much?" I said it in a hard, matter-of-fact way. It was the kind of question you weren't supposed to ask, but I had learned that sometimes you could get a straight answer just by being more upfront than the other person. I had never had a problem telling the truth, but some people didn't like to say things if they thought it was going to make you mad. So being direct was the easiest way of dealing with them. Like, for example, sometimes it was the only way to get a straight answer from my mom. Mike glanced quickly over his shoulder without really looking at me. "I don't hate you." The way he said it was clipped and stony, and I didn't want to believe it because the alternative was that he was telling the truth and just treating me terribly anyway. For pretty much my whole life, I'd been really bad at talking to people. It wasn't because I was nervous or shy. I didn't worry about being bullied or worry that no one would think I was cool. But the idea of me actually being popular was absurd. I didn't know how to make people like me. It should have been easy, or at least doable. My dad made friends with everyone, like making friends wasn't even something you had to do. More like it was a commonplace, natural element, waiting for him as soon as he walked into a room, easy as breathing. Anywhere we went, he collected people. It was like his superpower. I mostly just made them want to strangle me. It was one of the visitation weekends, right after the divorce, back when I still got to see him twice a month. For 2 days, we'd been hanging around the apartment. He'd been running a little sports betting thing on the side, and had spent all of Sunday afternoon sitting at the counter, calculating point spreads and who owed him money, while I flipped through the same 4 channels on TV over and over and messed around with my skateboard. But now it was getting dark, and I was starving. "There's no food," I said, opening the refrigerator and staring inside. Even on the thinnest days, there were usually a few bologna slices or a carton of leftover Chinese food, but now the shelves were bare. I sighed and shut the door. There wasn't anything sadder than a refrigerator with nothing inside except a naked yellow light bulb and a jar of relish with rust and black stuff caked on the lid. So my dad took me down the block to the Black Door Lounge and bought me a hot ham and cheese. I ate it while he talked to some of the scuzzy guys in the back, taking bets on the Dodgers game and playing a few rounds of pool. Everyone at the Black Door loved him. As soon as we walked in, they would all shift around on their stools and clamor for his attention. That was how it was everywhere. A crowd of people falling all over themselves, shouting, "Sam, how you been?" and slapping him on the back. He was good at the kind of teasing that people liked. Whenever I tried it, I just sounded harsh and confrontational. That night, he was in a big, expansive mood. He made his way toward the back, grinning and high-fiving, while I trailed along behind him, trying to look invisible so no one would ask me when I was going to learn how to hustle darts like my dad, and how old I was now, and whether I had any boyfriends yet. My dad always let me tag along with him and treated me like his coolest, proudest thing, but I wasn't slick or friendly like he was. and I had no idea how to fake it.